my stream, guys. I ran into a few problems before, and now seem to be stable.
Great! Let's continue learning how to play Genius Invocation T. All right.
Okay, I was in the middle of this when I left off last time. I did not broadcast that part, so we'll continue from this.
Now comes the final part. Hoo-yeah! At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Oh dear.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. That is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures. And well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Yeah, with the shitty luck I have.
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
Oh no, I screwed up. Seriously?
Now come! At this time, once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your... Oh boy! Let's see how you do this time.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey! Look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these. You can preview your opponent. Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponents and reference this. Well then, that's... wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Oh no. Wow. 연당에 대gen기야. Let's quickly wrap this up.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge. Does Genius Invocation TCG can be played in, but the rules are all the same.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp.
That was quite the detailed explanation.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You have slow reactions. Wait, are you copying me? Shut. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my wine. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with...
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this...
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules.
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have... Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucro's character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? All right.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previous in a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent. Are you ready?
This will be interesting.
Let's go.
This will be interesting. Dodge this!
Come on, man. Give me a good deck. It always gives me the crappiest fun. Oh, here we go.
Cool it!
Let's go.
Ready when you are.
Vision is taking way too long. Come on, man.
According to the rules, it costs dice and energy to unleash an elemental burst.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Let's finish this swiftly.
This will be interesting. Ah! This doesn't look good.
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
I can use Duke.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Ready when you are. Oh, so sorry.
1 damage. Oh, 6. Useless.
I can do it. My research has failed. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
This will be interesting.
Oh dear.
Don't push your luck. I'm not done.
I can do it. Okay, 1 character card defeated.
Absorption test.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's done.
There can be no excuse for defeat.
Oh, I'm really happy if this mission is now over. I can get to my. In half an hour.
I
need to
can't
get to
believe I lost
Frank.
when we had the exact same character cards. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned.
You lost me at alchemy and playing cards is no different. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and
But what if you keep trying and trying?
a losing streak? Yeah, that'll definitely.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all.
Good. Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want...
I'll definitely be back.
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of genius.
That's right. The travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon picked it up from watching you.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. Yes, although to be honest, basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player,
So, you have to win 3...
the duel you just played can... I agree. Although,
Same way you can hear what
a well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be... But first things first, Shuyen. Before that... Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside, right? So the casket of tomes is...
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a casket of tomes with them.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence.
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's...
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant he must beat in order to... Excellent plan, Prince.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to change and then go.
Hello, you three. Has little Diona finished teaching? Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you?
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else near.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail. You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while. Thanks. I'll do my best.
I don't want to do that. I don't know. It's telling me to go somewhere. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Fine, we'll do this.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha! It's you!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of...
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players!
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, are you quoting the Knights of Favonia? So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Oh, I have these. Alright. I get it. So they're AI players. I thought it was gonna be like something like players against players. I don't need that or that. Kinda useless, but I can use them. I'm gonna do this guy first.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Oh dear. End the round and let them have it.
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
can do it. Stand clear. Animo test 6308.
At least we got through that.
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get that.
Don't tell me I gotta do this again, don't I?
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player, but he has returned to the tavern more quickly than... Defeat the opponents I have arranged for you, and you shall become not just Prince. I can't wait either.
He won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Trevor?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, step forth, O brave challenger. Your princess in
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Main Fräulein could afford to be a little less...
Huh? Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious. That's what Prince said. Please...
Paimon knew it! It's Fischl and Oz!
Who else but the Prinzessin? For, as the name of this hallowed writes, this path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than...
Oh! Is...
Indeed. Main Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed.
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The Prinzessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind.
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl...
Indeed.
The Prinzessin...
Main Fräulein, I implore you to consider...
What? I shall not lose! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Prinzessin de Beertelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall... Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Oh, she has good stuff. I just want to get this. Okay.
This will be interesting.
Come on, that's not helping. Yikes.
Let's go.
Nice. Duke, you got this.
Out of the way!
I want to help.
Animo test 6308.
Nice. Alright, go D-Look.
Let's go.
You look this out.
I want to help.
Let's line it up!
Swirl, Mark 2! This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory! This is just my luck.
That was unexpected.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Main Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Freeze!
Ooh, that hurt.
Absorption test.
Let's go.
They're dead.
This doesn't look good.
This mission needs to be over by now.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate. Traveler, was even this part of your
What a truly ingenious plot.
Congratulations! You've won 3.
Yeah! Oh, sucrose!
Yep. I've won 2 games so far.
Nice! Sucrose won too. It seems I am forced to admit to commemorate your
Main Fräulein wishes to give you
Wow! It's Fischl's character card! 'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of...
Nothing would delight me more.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Probably not. Oh, Paimon, but let's go get our
With
I
3
highly doubt
electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Very well done. The first thing, all new official TC... This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for... And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board. Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can... That's it, really. If there's any... Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Hope you have fun playing Genius...
And finally, it's over. Thank God. You're not here. Now we can actually do some things. Grind today. The game decided that's not gonna happen. play this in some 2 minute time.
As I gaze out upon the sea, crows rest in silence.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
Believe the well got polluted.
The key here is consumer psychology.
My system is really very weak. So I'm running the phone as my camera today because my web camera didn't really cut it. So I'm running an app called Droid app. It sometimes freezes. Okay. That's gonna give me two choices. Right. Let's go and kill some monsters.
We'll need a strategy. Let's move out.
What you
Hold
got?
the line!
Another test subject. That tingle? Have a little taste. That tingle? Fury.
Lights out.
That tingle? That tingle?
Rest and rebuild!
The hunter becomes the hunted. That tingle? That tingle?
Want a taste of my hammer?
Let it rain.
It doesn't hurt.
Get him. Judgment.
Fry!
Torrent, bring refuge! Yeah! Shimmer!
Mess up.
With the wind!
Fry! They picked the wrong test subject.
Judgment. No one escapes my sight. Bet you can't keep up with me. Yeah.
Wind blade!
Yeah. Lights out.
I feel sorry. Alright. That's out of the way. Is that everything? Nope, there's one more. music is, by the way, very beautiful. It's harmonic. I don't know how to describe it.
You can't run! Judgment! You can't run! Judgment! You can't run! Judgment!
Scary.
Yeah!
Alright. Take care of that. This is blocked off because I didn't do any of these. Let's see. This one is the cleansing light thing. I don't think I want to go there yet. World quests. Oh. This is the one I talked about before. My characters are not ready to tackle this yet. I guess we're gonna have to do with this. Okay. By the way, my favorite character is the maid. It's she's quite unique. Let me know your favorite character. Leave a comment.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission.
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate.
Indeed. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming number. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are all good. Then you can see that this case—
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, Given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryou Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble over.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say.
I'm sure is really
The
bad.
sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Hanachi Musato's greatest wish. And now
Let's get rid of these guys first.
allow me.
Hey, get him!
Light blade!
Yeah!
That won't work.
I'll race you there! Hit! Ah! Yeah! Ha!
Disappear!
They missed it.
No escape!
Cheap shots.
Wind blade! Fury!
That won't work.
Punishment! Ha! Judgment!
Fatigue is setting in.
Billowing surge!
One strike will suffice.
You can't run! Yeah! Yeah! Sa! Ha!
Rest and rebuild.
Is it over?
You can't run!
Lights out.
Yeah!
You win this battle.
That felt, pretty good.
Of course it did.
attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
With the wind!
Yeah! You can't run!
Allow me!
Shiver!
No one escapes my sight.
Yeah!
Hold the line! Let's move out.
Disappear! Wind blade!
Judgment! Yeah!
Lights out.
Judgment! Yeah!
Rest and rebuild!
You can't run! Yeah! Judgment! You can't run! Punishment!
Allow me!
Judgment!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryo Commission needed help! Come on, travelers, you can take them!
Wind blade!
Go, everybody! No escape! Uphill battle!
Allow me! Lights out.
Covenant of the Deep!
With the wind!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryo Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention. So I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on, but why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll...
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one... I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the show. You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But... what do you mean?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and there are no monsters. Nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, we were right to... Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all...
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very... But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left...
Hey!
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss. But also, just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But as Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and...
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
There are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any... I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your excellence. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah.
I see. So, they have fought the... Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but... And now the almighty Shogun is here. I have... Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having... But me, I have no such thoughts. And I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams. Oh, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, one thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so... So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smith...
Can't see a tea...
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is... complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now.
Hey, they want me to find a tea set? I'll go find a tea set.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for...
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shogun's. But he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views.
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's,
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now I no longer cling to what was lost.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one...
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not keep food...
Let's go back and complete this mission. 'Cause I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps the ley line...
So, we didn't even have a chance.
The information held in the ley lines is complete. Well, this chance won't come often. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saiku, they also took Makoto away from me.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized, yes, it was too late. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? It was there and then that I resolved.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. And I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is... But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some... And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already... And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I...
Oh, well, boy, both of you have experienced...
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the tea master. Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're all right? You're scaring us!
Fear not. There is no escape! Shine down!
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather. We'll deal with the monster. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's...
Don't! It's too...
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for... If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all time...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Judgment!
Allow me!
You can't run! Punishment!
Hold the line!
You can't run!
Wind blade!
Allow me!
Lights out. You can't run!
kick, kick! You can't run!
Hold the line!
Yeah! Yeah!
Wind blade!
You can't run!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fierce.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly all. The monsters will definitely come back. And when quickly, escort Her Excellency back to.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun.
Well, what are you guys gonna...
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick.
Just leave it to us. Fighting. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state, no matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma.
Oh, thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. With you leading us, we will...
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories. But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now. And that's what...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost a warrior. And my only duty was to face whatever challenge came up. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up.
Alrighty then. He looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now. She seems to have changed a lot since we last met, huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation is no need. She is. I need to go to the cave below the Grand Naruka.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past.
Okay, this is getting interesting.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled. Wish my sister could play hide.
I'm gonna go grab. So late. Guys, I'm gonna stop the live from here. I need to go to work tomorrow. Please leave a like and comment. Oh, Stream Owl, hi. Long time no see, yeah. Ay, lo komunisto lang eh. Kawan na ito. May megahan pa ng katulad ng. Kaya hindi ko. हमारी आई दादा देखेंगे इधर हम लाइव का दाना मेकिंग हरी एलपीएन ऑनलाइन मेकिंग हरी अभी तोटा आता वाला लाइव मेकिंग हम पे तेरे का डॉक्टर ये गया ओ वीडियो में तेरी नजर करना अब लाइव मेकिंग हम पे